Okay, where is my camera? Okay, there we go. They didn't want me to have a camera for a second, y'all. They must have saw the screenshot and said, I know you lying. Now here it is. I planned on minding my business, getting this set off, doing my new set. My day was a little light today, so I figured, that's all I was gonna do was sit back, get, mani petty. Oh, would you look at the old and crotchety? Okay, last night, I was already live on Twitch. Shout out to everybody who was on Twitch with me. I did not have the energy to entertain all of the damn dry hair shenanigans, but I am here today. I didn't even get up and have a morning cup of tea. Child, I knew the algorithm was going to be flatlined all night. So I said, I'm going to bed because y'all ain't going to keep me up all night. And oh, when I tell you the internet did not disappoint. Now, I don't like nobody talking about babies, but bitch, you started this one. You did. You started this one. You came after that precious little boy who was not bothering anybody, who had nothing to do with grown folks' business. And Lord have mercy, your family caught every stray possible in the history of the internet. And here's the sad part of it. I can't even be mad at none of the people who are dragging you and your family right now because you started it. Child, that wig though, if that's not a wig, your wife has a hair care line, okay? And I'm pretty sure you could have, finagled a few of those drops, put them in the palm of your hands, and moisturize that tumbleweed before you came out there with all of that Andreopause anarchy, okay? Because it's like, I don't know what life crisis this was. So y'all think this is Megan's wig he put on. Let me take y'all back, okay? Y'all remember Austin Powers? Mm-hmm. Where his wife was on Austin Powers and she had that stiff ass wig that looked like if you lit a cigarette, it was gonna go up. I believe he went in the Austin Powers closet and dug this wig up. It was on the Tyler Perry side of the studio. So he probably has to return it in like 2 or 3 days because it's, Tyler Perry's next line of supervillain wig. Um, Child, I could not. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, I can't take nothing you saying serious because your hair is louder than fiction right now. Your hair is literally absorbing all of the energy in the room. And I don't think half of the stuff hit the way he thought it was going to hit because people cannot get past that damn hair. It's like you got to come back and listen with your eyes closed to hear what he was saying because it just, my God. I just wanted to wake up and do my wake and bake and pretend to do yoga a little bit. I got dressed for whatever today's assignment was. And it's like I was going to come live later on this afternoon, but I said, I'm going to get this out the way. I'm gonna go ahead and get on in the algorithm because I know it's about to be some reactors that are gonna glaze for the gods today. They gonna be on their knees like, please, 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 let me keep your scrotum warm because they know if this turned the wrong way, those alleged checks that might be slid under the door for compensation for conversation could stop. So yeah, you better get all you can get while the getting is good because that reputation, bungee jumps to hell, you might actually have to earn your YouTube keep. And what a difference a day will make. So y'all, let me put on my rose oil. I got on my my helmet of salvation. Ooh, what in the world are we witnessing right now? And I mean, Beyonce, you mean to tell me that you let that man stand on that stage and make a comment about a child, okay? About a child, and you're a mother. And not only are you a mother, you're a mother to children that appear to have special needs. So, as a mother and a mother who is a mother of children that appear to have special needs, that's a double whammy. And that's another reason why people are dragging so hard because it's like, out of all people, how dare you make a line about, an inference towards Nikki's son or her husband not being able to pick him up from school or whatever it is. It's like, okay, that's all you got. Sir, where is the inference going to be in another 6 months to a year when people talk about, oh, wait a minute. I heard that you was picking up minors from school. See, that's backspin is nasty. When you want to sit here and say, "Oh, I wasn't talking about her son," okay, let's say the dig was towards Kenny. Okay, Kenny can't go and pick up his son at the school, but you allegedly, according to the street, have a long history of picking up kids at the school. Oh, see how that work? See, you talking shit to this generation that don't know you. You got knee braces older than some of these people that are doing commentary today. But it take a throwback to remember that you were accused of picking Foxy up when she was what, 14 years old from the high school and you were in your 20s? How many 14 and 15-year-olds were you picking up down at the school? Was Ramir mother one of those young girls that you picked up at the school? Because the flip to that is if it ever is confirmed that you were down there to the school picking up children that are around your current eldest daughter's age right now, or the eldest that we know about legally, um, wouldn't people want to stop inviting your ass down to the schools? Wouldn't they want to keep you away from the young, virginal, innocent high schoolers and possible middle schoolers? See, he didn't think about that backflip. See, you took it there. You jumped into it. Oh, you jumped balls deep in it, but you didn't realize how hot that grease was. Now you frying your damn self. Because that's a very, very good question. And that's not even being petty. Like, seriously, were you down to the school picking up Foxy? What was your real business with Foxy? Should we be talking to Foxy parents to find out if they knew that y'all two were possibly dealing with each other in what could have been considered a R. Kelly and Aaliyah type of way? No, I'm gonna put my stomach on your forehead, Alvin, Luis. Since you want me to tuck my stomach, let me drop this on your forehead, and then you drop your wallet when I'm done. You picked the right one today. You need to be rubbing my stomach for good luck, cause I can tell you ain't got none. Now come over here starting shit today. I bet you he would love to, Angel, Angelic, baby. I shouldn't be threatening him with a great time. I said, where are Foxy friends from back in the day, cousin somebody? I bet you they ain't hard to find. I bet you they ain't hard to find. So that's why I said that backflip is nasty. That backflip is real nasty. If you're gonna sit here and talk about Kenny can't even pick his son up from the school, but we need to be questioning if you should be at the school. What if you fall in love with one of Blue friends allegedly? Because you know she around that age that they claim that you like to start picking them allegedly. Should we be afraid when Blue go to homecoming and you show up to support your daughter, but you get to looking around and lingering a little too long? See, he think about the people who were intellectual enough and have the memory to go back and say, "Hold on, now you don't whack Kenny. Let's say you wasn't talking about the baby. You whack Kenny, but sir, hold on. You like girls, 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 girls. You do adore." And then we take it to Monster. You pillage all the women and the children in the village. Mm. I mean, those are things that came out of your own mouth. Cashmere thoughts. You know, you talking about how you big pimping and you don't care if the bitch break her leg. Get up on the good foot. Oh, wow. That's quite interesting to me. Hold on, let me untuck my belly for the person that felt the need to notice it. Hee hee hee. Child, it's just it's really really intriguing to me that his wig was on so tight. His wig was on so tight that it cut off the circulation to his common sense. That's what I think this is. I think he took a note out of Kelly Rowland's book when she did that bad hair movie, and the hair, took over and started siphoning from the scalp. Because I mean, the arrogance of it all, the arrogance of it all, the arrogance of it all, that you would make a comment, and I ain't even talking about the rest of the stuff you said. You would make a comment about somebody being down to the school as if we forgot that the five boroughs said you like them young. See, he forgot that there are people that used to read magazines, used to have magazine subscriptions, used to listen to Wendy Williams, had friends and family that stay in the New York area, New York, New Jersey area, Philly area. Hell, to be honest, should the, the tea girls, a lot of them had tea back in the days. We gonna keep it one thou wow. See, he's gonna wake up a lot of old gossip and drama because he want to get out here and be desperate and show people that he tough. You're gonna get out here and play Tony the Tiger and just swing on everybody. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I believe he got stir crazy waiting for Nicki to drop that album. In my opinion, I believe that that is what happened. He was waiting for Nicki to drop that album. He got stung by Drake. Drake threw him off. And now he out here just windmilling and swinging at everybody in the dark with his eyes closed because he don't know what to damn do. Said there have been ladies in these lives who said that they knew he was in their schools and had special rooms for coaching, new starts. Everyone knew. I knew I wasn't the only one that read some of those comments. And it was people from NY that were telling me, oh yeah, he used to come get her from school every day. We used to see him take her to the mall and all this type of stuff. So, sir, you're putting things out there that can literally drag you to the bottom of the deep blue sea. Now, to all of my Caucasian cousins, okay, if you feel that he was being a black supremacist and that he was saying racially charged language towards you, I will not stand in your way of protest. I promise you I won't. I will not stand here and say, "Oh no, he was just, he was just having his keep it real Kaepernick moment. This was his taking the kneel." Child, if y'all feel some type of way, today is your day. Give him the Uncle Ruckus treatment. Tear that ass up. Cause he called y'all all types of cracker this and cracker that. I said, oh, okay, so he just gonna keep going. Sir, you've been around a lot of prominent white people who could possibly be described in the way that you're describing the white people you're talking about on stage. So, which white people are you talking to, sir? Are you talking to those white people who were also sponsors for your concert series? Are you talking to those white people that you have signed to Rock Nation Sports and Rock Nation Entertainment? Are you talking to those white people that you have distribution deals with for your clients? I mean, which white people are you talking about? Are you talking about the MAGA white people, the ones who actually have more control over the Associated Press? Like, we need you to go ahead and elaborate on the white folks you're talking about because we need the right white folks to get this message. We really do. We really do. And how do you feel some type of way about the Republican Party? But you sure as hell was happy when they went and pardoned your damn so-called partner in crime so y'all could get that weed company that no longer exists. I'm mad about that one. How does a self-admitted drug dealer not know how to sell weed? How? If you did this for a living illegally and were successful, how in the world could you not successfully legally sell cannabis? I am perplexed, confused. But when you wanted to get that license so that you can get in the cannabis market, oh, the Republicans was lovely. They was beautiful. Those were some wonderful white people. So were they the same white people that you was talking about last night? Because I know some white folks need clarity on this. Were you talking about the white folks over at the NFL that might be getting investigated right now because of their affiliation with you and your business partner? Because I know Robert Goodell got to be over there like, I couldn't have been the one he was talking about. It couldn't have been me when I was in that press conference, red as a damn lobster in the damn face, trying to pretend like Rome wasn't burning down. Couldn't be him. Is it your bestie who possibly could have been your mentor, Mr. Weinstein? Is it that other person whose files that your name popped up in, what, 95, 98 times? Like we need clarification. because it's making it quite obvious that these contrived interviews that you've had recently, where you get young black folks who are afraid to challenge you because they don't want to lose their damn career, and you curate the interview and all they got to do is sit there and look like they pretended to ask you questions. Is this why you're not going to certain interviewers, because you don't want those certain white people to ask you those hard-hitting questions, and then you got to sit there and look crazy and we see smoke coming from them plastic wicks allegedly? Those the white folks you were talking about? Because I'm telling you, if white folks feel like they want to come out with their pitchforks for you all this next week, I will not get in their way. I will not. Is LC the man over here that's over YouTube Music? Is he one of those folks you talking about? The one who mentored you and got you over there at Def Jam as an executive? See, he said a lot that people are still digesting and chewing on today. And see, only the simple minded is going to be like, yeah, he dragged this person and he dragged that person. People who understand business, who understand algorithms, um, who understand legalities, they're going to look back at this and say, damn it, put a pin in this. This is going to be seen as the moment that everything shifted for him right before it all came crashing down. He said so many white people worldwide brought his records too. He wasn't complaining when he was successful. He got the self-destructive program from the government going on. Well, here's the funny thing, and I'm glad you said that, because 80% of hip hop sales are purchased by little white children, especially little white children who live out in the suburbs. So were those little white children the white folks that you were talking about? Because I'm pretty sure if you had to rely on just your people to purchase your music, child, you probably would have been a janitor. Said I found it hypocritical that he said in his interview that he's downplayed beefs in hip hop, and yet this freestyle showcased all beefs he had with everyone he's been targeted. I'm not gonna call it a freestyle, and I'm gonna tell you why. If this man is good at freestyling, why have we never seen him in a real battle yet? Why is it every time he gets on a song with someone that is lyrically dominant, he gets washed? Freestyle? No. Wrote that down, rehearsed it, and practiced it several times over until it felt like spoken word. Sounds more like it to me. Because if you can freestyle and you can't battle, that makes no sense to me. Battle rappers are phenomenal freestyle artists. That wasn't no damn freestyle. That was him up there having his damn incense and coconut moment, trying to be deep, trying to identify with the black struggle while plagiarizing it all at the same time. Because here it is, you want to seem like the average typical black man that has problems with the hierarchy of whiteness in this country, but the same white people that you're trying to get people to be angry over are the same white people who are oppressing the people that you are performing in front of, and you've been sitting at the table with them the whole time. Sir, you were just at the table with Trump's daughter and Kushner. Were those the white folks you were talking about? You were just over at Jeff Bezos' house for the Kardashian birthday extravaganza where Chris got her 35th face. Were those the white folks you were talking about? Which ones are you talking about? Because these are the people who've been co-signing you this whole time. When you start putting on suits and I'm not a businessman. What do you say? I'm a businessman, not a business. But however you said that shit. When you put those suits on and started trying to look non-threatening and cut those little six little scraggly hairs off that you call a mustache, you were over there with those exact same white people. That's who you tried to clean your image up for so that you could was that change clothes and ball. Yeah, when you decided to do that, those were the white people you wanted to be in the winning circle with. Now I know you trolling. You said racists suck, but can we be real? White men countries organized and built. First of all, you couldn't organize and build that sentence. Construct your sentence properly before you even try to slide something like that in. Because most of the countries that white men have gone to already had organized populations and empires already in place. So, what exactly are you talking about? Building, you know, the culture of supremacy everywhere they went, or actually building infrastructures? There's a difference. But I'm going to let you go and revise the infrastructure of that sentence and then you come back. Said Barb's had a whole freestyle diss page where all of the freestyles dropped in that chat that we drove him to hell. Child, listen, this is just the beginning. See, y'all got to understand for YouTube, this is the first day of the week for the algorithm because YouTube week starts on Sunday and Saturday. For the next 7 days, we're going to see all types of backflips and shenanigans where people are going to try to they're going to I'm not going to even say racially divide because that's not even going to be the thing. What they're going to try to do is glaze over this and just make it seem like, oh well, he put it in his art, it's not that serious, it was just about the music. Said, do you think him cutting his locks is spiritual? I don't think he actually grew locks. Because if he actually cut his locks, he wouldn't have had that much hair loose. I believe that he may have had prosthetic wigs, and they took those prosthetic wigs out, and his hair was able to grow in those prosthetic wigs. Um, Ritual, no. What he tried to do was play in people's face by giving you Black Panther. I hang out in the LBC. I want to give you what looks like a dangerous black man. I'm not to be played with. So I'm going to wear this unruly hair. Because y'all got to remember, this is a man that knows about the Crown Act and all of those types of things, and how if a black man was to wear his hair loose like that, he couldn't go into corporate America. He's he's coded himself to speak towards certain people with that look. Well, he had no business wearing Basquiat aesthetic anyway. Um, Child, that's a whole nother story. But that whole wearing your hair out, how do you tell us to stop following Kaepernick because we know what the problem is. Everybody know what the problem is. Well, we don't have to kneel no more. We passed that. But then when you come out and you decide that you want to rage against the machine, you want to wear your hair in a Kaepernick fashion to say I'm unruly, Black Power. Um, I stand with y'all. Power to the people, community. You are the pestilence to the community. You are, as far as I'm concerned, the person that helps to gentrify and redline the community. You, in my opinion, have sold out more of your people than any white person ever could. So for you to be standing out here trying to give us this watered down Black Panther, I'm a street dude. I'm still from the projects, fight the power type energy. Miss me with the whole entire thing. Miss me with the whole entire thing because you don't care about your people. You're the type that would triple click your doors riding by the hood, making sure that can't nobody open the door and see you. You're just as bad as Diddy, as far as I'm concerned, where he got in the car and talking about, hurry up, somebody give me some sanitizer. You don't want to touch regular people. So that's why I just laugh at his whole entire workup. Now all of a sudden you want to tap in with the angry Black community because you think you're going to start a groundswell that you're going to carry into court between you and Busby, and it's going to be me and the brothers against all of the white folks over there that's messing with me. You mean the white folks that you just went out to lunch with a couple of weeks ago? You mean the same white folks that you've been to all these luncheons and all these conventions with? When did you fall out with these white folks? Y'all were just so happy about a week ago. Or are you mad at the white folks now because you are not getting your way? Are you mad at the white folks now because those same pens they used to sign for loans and credit are saying red flag? Are you mad because those same white folks are saying reputational risk? I think we're going to fall back on you. Is that what this is? Now that they're not doing what you want them to do, they're the enemy. Now you like us? No, 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 no. You not like us? You not like us at all. Don't come over here and try to be regular now. Mm-mm. You're not about to have me outside on this new fake Black Power movement. No. You are just like the character Samuel L. Jackson had in the Django. That's you in the damn window. You've been in the window this whole time. Now all of a sudden you want to come out to the field and say they against us. What? Who is the us? They don't have a problem with us. That's your problem. When you gonna jump off the porch and handle your business? So I don't think this was smart. He thinks that he's bigger than the program. It- yeah, he definitely has a Thanos mentality, but everybody has their end. Everybody has their last day. Said trying to channel Easy E with that sympathy wig. It's funny you say that because when I first clicked on one of the clips, I said this looked like CB4. Like this literally looks like a cross between Sweat from My Balls and I'm black, y'all, cause I'm black, y'all, cause I'm bliggity 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 black, y'all. Like this is CB4. Like I cannot take you serious. I cannot take you serious. Get your freedom fighter rusty ass off this stage. You are not about to convince me to go out here and join you in a raceless race war. No, no. What you didn't expect is that your people and the white folks that you were talking about were all sitting together like, ain't this some shit? Look at him. I think he done lost it. It definitely did not come off the way you thought it was gonna come off. See, he thought he still had that pull from about 10 years ago. Child, They done deactivated your cool points. Y'all remember cool points? They deactivated your cool points. You ain't even know they expired. We don't look to you as a voice of the community. What community you gonna talk about? Us regular people that you trying to be like right now? Listen, we don't have big old giant houses that look like warehouses just sitting around where we don't feel like going to visit our house up the street that just looks completely impersonal, like nobody stays there. We don't have that. So who are you speaking to when you say you like us? You ain't like me. Not one thing Campbell could see. No, child. Shoot, I listen. I don't think he really had an official black card. He, in my opinion, he has always been a coon. I'ma say it. He's always been a coon. But when you give someone a lot of money and influence, and they have the best PR known to man, it shifts the narrative, and people can't see him the way that he really is because they look at the opulence. Now the opulence is not enough to keep you from looking at the character of the person. It's like, say, remember when he said he's just a young man? It's like you young ass senior citizen. If you don't get your ass out our way, sir, you look old and crotchety and bitter and sad, and it's just pitiful. Like, y'all, I'm gonna pull a few cards because we gonna get off into some things. We gonna look at what he thought he was doing versus what he actually did. This is giving me the energy of, like, when you order that dress online and it looks really great on the picture versus when you try it on. Said the shade room comments was not on his side. I listen, I haven't even went to social media this morning because I know it's in pieces, okay? It's shards all across the floor. And I told y'all Gemini season. Didn't I tell y'all Gemini season was gonna be unhinged? Didn't I tell y'all for the next 90 days? I don't care if you got on a wig or not, just put on a chin strap. Didn't I warn y'all that Gemini season was gonna cut a fool? Yes, I heard about that Diddy tape. Yes, yes, yes. I tried to sleep in as long as I could this morning. Like, I don't have a client first thing in the morning, so I'm gonna sleep in. Mm-mm. Nope. Both my phones was lighting up like Chinese New Year. I told y'all Gemini season was gonna get it cracking. Whoo, y'all, and this is just the beginning. And just think, there's more to come. When I told y'all scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal, does it make sense now? All of these scandals, and this is just the beginning. He literally just kicked off his farewell tour. If I was Nikki, I'd be cackling too because, sir, you are becoming unraveled, literally at the seams. You are unraveling. Where is your seamstress? Like, where is your seamstress? You are unraveling at the seams. You literally stood on that stage and had a whole temper tantrum like a 5-year old that was told that they can't get the name brand cereal. I mean, oh Lord, I think the seamstress clocked out after last night. It was like, I can't fix this. Me and Olivia gonna go over here to the bar. The seamstress and Olivia Pope went to happy hour. Because how can you fix this? Like, it's only going to get worse from here for him. And he did this to himself. Said, is he still trying to drop his album? Unfortunately. But you know what? If his album is anything close to what he gave us on that stage last night, I say give it to me because I need every remnant of disaster that is going to paint the time capsule up until his final destruction. Like, I want to see all the pieces. Be like, yep, I remember when he crashed out and did that. We should have known that nothing good was going to happen after this. Child, let's see what did he think versus what actually happened. We got the fool here. A new exciting relationship, a casual romance starting, a new job, launching a business, a a refreshing change at work, impulsive purchases, new financial possibilities. So he thought that he ate with this one, y'all. It's like, I'm back. I'm back. I'm better than ever. I'm about to show him why I'm the God MC. He just knew. Child, Lord, he just knew. Look at the bottom of the deck. Lies, lies. Even the deck said the lies you damn tell. The hangman. Avoid applying pressure in romance. Sacrifice may be required. Career. Considering your next moves. A shift in how you view finances. So now he don't know how to move forward. Remember, bottom of the deck, a shift in finances. So yeah, it's gonna be a shift, all right, because I want to see how many of those wonderful white sponsors of his decide that I don't want to sponsor you because you just had what looks like a racial tirade and you got some interesting legal situations. We don't want our brand associated with you anymore. So this was not the shift that he thought it was going to be. He shifted in the low gear, not high gear. Death. It says shifts in your romantic life or the end of relationships, transitioning jobs, leaving behind an unfulfilling role, experiencing financial loss, altering your perspective on money. Didn't I just tell y'all his money about to be messed up because this is going to cause even more loss? Baby, that full moon was doing the Watusi. It was beautiful too. I'm so glad that she did her job. This next Mercury retrograde is gonna tear his ass up because he's already in the Saturn return. Look, lies once again. The deck just keep calling them out, like the lies you tell. Good news, success in love, career, success, completing a major project, receiving recognition or rewards, financial stability, enjoying the rewards of your efforts, abundance. This is what he thought that he was going to do, but it falls behind death. So it's like this is showing me that he had issues with funding already. He had issues with money. He thought all of this was going to turn everything around from him, put him back on top, reestablish him as the God MC. But ooh, where's Paul Mooney when you need him? Foresight, advancing the next stage in your relationship, expanding your professional opportunities, broadening your financial perspectives, setting and expanding financial goals. Ha! Look, how the hell this keep popping up at the bottom of the deck? Lies. So the deck keep calling them delusional at this point. Because it's like you thought that this was going to put you in that hierarchy. Notice all of these pictures, right? Where he sees himself winning. He's dressed in this business safe attire. Lies. Okay? When he caught himself trying to identify with people, what did he do? He took those suits off, put on what he thought everyday people attire looked like, and ended up what? in the hangman, not knowing how to move forward. So it's about to be surprising to him that he's not connecting to the people the way that he used to. You say he upstairs with Richard cackling the rest of us. Yeah. Child and George Carlin. So you got strength here. Confidence that attracts partners and a strong nurturing relationship, mastery over your work, making significant purchases, maintaining disciplined spending, abundance. Now, if you got true abundance, why are you now worried about trying to figure out how to have disciplined spending? You got prosperity and culmination. So he thought he was going to culminate a winning combination. We know him in first of all, this is funny as hell because we know him in, these slots and casinos didn't work too well. So he's intellectual work. He really thought that, he had thought of something masterful. He thought that, this was going to be prolific. Like this was going to be like his Michael Jackson versus Sony and Tommy Mottola moment, child. He really thought that this was that achievement and reunions. So yes, he just knew that all of these wonderful things were going to come for him after he did this show last night. And he's like, I got these multiple shows. I'm back. I'm gonna, tap into the heart of the people, aka go read the internet, see what actual people were talking about. And then I'm gonna regurgitate what sounds like a regular people conversation. And child, no ma'am, no sir. That is not what showed up today in the commentary. You actually got regular people to thinking that you're out of touch and you may have lost your last damn marbles. Said I like this tarot deck, it's cute. Thank you. It's called the Pop Art Tarot. I like it because it works more like an oracle. So we're gonna do we're gonna have a little fun with the oracles and then I'm gonna pull some tarot. Shout out to the Dead Inside deck because I think he feels dead inside this morning after he got to reading what the internet was saying. Because the internet is where they go to see what they feel people actually say, which I don't understand why you going to the internet to see what real people have to say when allegedly you're connected to people that send bots to places to say things to confuse real people. So it looked like, you may have confused the hell out yourself. Ooh, child, the internet is going belts to ass. You know who I know has got to be crying, laughing, cackling right now? Tony Busby. I know Tony Busby was like, oh, oh, duly noted. Let's see how we can work this into court next year. Show me the realization when he got off that stage. He said, shout out to Knife. Baby, everybody should play Ether today. Let's run Ether up. Can't even. Motivation not found, overwhelmed, shut down, apathy. So, this is the first thing he realized when he got off a stage. Like, people were just over it. Absolutely not. Bottom of the deck, the overthinking hour. This is what he was doing all night when it came time for him to lay down and go to sleep. It's like, do we have any demographics that's working for us? No. Go get the so-called pain reactors. We need them. Laughing through the pain, humor as a shield in disguise. So he gonna come back out and try to make it seem like he hit the target. he gonna come back out and be like, yes, the people was riding with me. Everybody that was there was in the moment. It was like it was a spiritual moment, and everybody gonna be like, what? I didn't feel no spirits at all. What is he talking about? No thoughts, just vibes, dissociation, emptiness, and floating. So this was him, while he was performing. Cause look at this skeleton. He all zen, floating on the cloud of his own creation. But look, you see how it's buffering? That means the download is coming soon. And look at what happened when the download was completed. Tears, what tears? So behind closed doors, you having a whole breakdown. It's like I can't believe that people feel this way about me. So what deck is this? This is the hold on, I just showed it. Hold on. This is the Dead Inside deck. You can find this on Amazon. So we got thought it was a vibe. Literally, he thought it was a vibe. Looked like he on a little roller coaster going on the highway to hell. It's everybody loves me. I don't know where I went wrong. Treating drama as therapy. Treating drama as therapy. People are gonna be like, so you came out on the stage and got in your feelings and came and whacked all these people out of your feelings. It's like it's not giving what he thought it was supposed to give. It's not giving seasoned MC, it's giving salty senior citizen. Falling for red flags, it wasn't closure. Of course it wasn't closure because you just opened a whole keg of nails. Now you got to realize that you started something that you can't finish. Look, y'all, behind the scenes, crying in the damn shower. Oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? I thought that everybody loved it me. They get hurry up and get out there and tap dance in the cowgirl hat or something. You got a line dance or something. Let's drop a on the run part 7. She can't help you this time, baby. She can't. Open third eye, saw email. Child, listen. It's finally hitting him. His effect is not affecting the people the way he thought. Can't sleep. What? Might spiral. So behind the scenes, he's losing it because he's like, oh my God, this is a PR nightmare. I didn't expect for this to happen. Said they brings him his fan mail from 30 years ago, like Norma Desmond assistant. For so sad full apart. Ooh. He got him a T Ferris over there too, showing him stuff on the phone. It says it's too much overstimulation, panic, and mentally overwhelmed. So it's like he's trying to let things die down. Was like, people, they on one, but give them a minute or whatnot. It's gonna permeate. Avoiding eye contact like a pro. Don't look at me. So look at his ass now. Now he playing the victim. He trying to hide because he feel like public enemy number one. I can't believe it, Jesus. Oh, you said you don't mess with me? Okay, I can't talk to you either. Okay. Still waiting on the sign. Anxiety or just too much coffee. He's like, I'm waiting to see how this turn out. I know somebody got to have my back. Stephen A. Smith, somebody. Nope. I bet you Stephen A. Smith is gearing up to take up for the wonderful white people that signed his check. See, he's not about to make no white people mad when, he could end up having to work on YouTube and lose his contract. He's not doing that. Mm-mm. Nope. Still not over it. Overthinking hour. So, child, listen. When I say if he was in his head over Nikki and Drake and all of them, it's even worse now. It's even worse now. Yeah, you are the first person that I never feel sorry for, and you give me even more and more reasons to laugh every day. Child, child, child. What? Let me pull his deck. I'm glad I did dedicate a deck to him because don't nobody else need their energy on this deck. Let's child. His deck is a shame. All the cards don't even want to come out. You know it's bad when your deck is hiding. Like, no, no, no. We're gonna give him a moment to reflect. No, we're not. Straight from the Afro. Afro, tell me what you saw from your vantage point. We're gonna ask the Afro what happened. Said why Alex delete his tweet. LOL. I guess he was playing the long game. He probably gonna tweet something even more straight to the point. Alex usually don't delete unless he goes back and updates his tweet. Okay. So the Afro is saying that, he had the big head and he needs to make an adjustment. Okay? The Afro, listen, you said disrespect my Afro. We ain't playing that, honey. No, we ain't talking to your Afro. We talking about his Afro. The Afro said from the stage, okay, he realized that he had the big head and he was being a megalomaniac allegedly. So damn, even the hair said he took it too far. Said the Afro saw Don King rapping, tried to run away. Queen of Swords in reverse. Child, the Afro is calling his ass a liar and said that this brought shame, humiliation, and regret. Child, how is the Afro embarrassed? You got the Afro saying that he does not endorse the feelings, opinions, viewpoints from the wearer of the Afro. He does not stand for your stands, okay? Child, not the Afro feels very sad, publicly humiliated, and disappointment. Okay, the Afro said, "Now listen, I'm gonna hold your hand through this, but the devil is a lie." So he feels like he thought he would get a wish fulfillment, and he would be telling the truth, but he realizes that he's not really capable of facing the truth right now, allegedly. But the Afro is saying that the truth is coming out soon. Lord and Afro said that it's about to get really, really hard. Okay, it's about to get real gangster over there because allegedly, according to the Afro, the money is not coming in the way that it used to. It's slowing down, and he feels like this tirade is going to make them even less money, which is going to make it damn near impossible for them to maneuver after this. So the Afro is saying that this was a terrible business decision. Seven of Swords. Yes, child, it's anonymity between him and the Afro. The Afro is saying, I can't trust you. I thought this was going to be a wish fulfillment, but you backdoored me. I cannot believe you wore me to go out here and do such an egregious act. Okay, so the Afro is saying that he's going to have some severe legal troubles coming up soon, and he's going to need a lot of money for these legal problems. Are you going to be there for him through the legal problems, Afro? Eight of Swords in reverse. The Afro said, "Hell no, I ain't going to jail." Not the Afro said he ain't going to jail. It's that, Lord, loose me. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. The Afro said he's not going down with him. Princess of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So he's saying that the money is getting real ashy over there on both sides, and that this is going to drag out, and he doesn't want to be involved in this. Um, child, yes, the Afro is saying that those were fighting words when he got to talking about children, but he couldn't even take up for him at that point. It was like it went in a direction that they can't come back from, and this is where they got to make the adjustment. So the Afro feels like he's being held under duress right now at the moment. They could be severing ties from one another. According to the Afro, you will know that the relationship didn't work out well for them when he goes back to his low cut Caesar, as they used to call it in New York, because that is a very safe, non threatening hairdo. So when having an Afro is going to make him appear to be, you know, unsafe. Okay. He's going to cut his hair and wear something that's supposed to be more corporate. But he said, you'll see that when it gets closer for him to allegedly go to jail, and because the Afro said he ain't going. Everything said is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. We are allegedly talking to the Afro. Okay, so it's like he's got more messages coming out, and child, this Queen of Cups. We're about to get some information about this Queen of Cups. And he's like, I told you to follow me, follow my intuition. You have only been angry and black for the last 10 minutes. I am a community staple all across the world. I was trying to guide you on the concierge energy of the black experience, but you thought that you knew more than me, and you got out here and did the complete entire most. Yeah, he has pissed off the Afro community so bad that the Afros in several different walks of life are now coming together to have a conversation. The Jewish Afros, the Black Afros, some of the Afros is over in Asia. They are all coming together to try to discuss this catastrophe to see if they could have a reckoning of some kind. Yes. Um, child. The Afro Committee said that they are about to expose more information, and you know um, they will be helping to give coordinates. Okay, when he decides to escape to get out of this toxic situation, you will have Afro tapians across the globe that will give his coordinates. They said he will not go by the way of Waldo and Carmen San Diego. The Afros are going to make sure we know where he is by the minute, like Apple Find My Phone. They're going to make sure that we keep up with him. Yes, 10 of Cups. Lord have mercy. He said the adjustment is going to come because everybody is going to start exposing his family, telling the truth about him and his family life. Oh, Lord. The Snitch Olympics, you do say. He said we big and bold, we see it all. Yes, Princess of Cups. Child, now I told y'all that Queen of Cups is about to be prevalent, and they said they're about to drop some tea about that Queen of Cups. But the hardship about this situation with the Queen of Cups is that the story starts when she was a minor, and it has to do with adult type content and energy, allegedly. And that's going to be a heavy burden that he can't get from up under. So, child, seven of sword. Yes, they're going to tell all of the backhanded things that he's done for his stability when it comes to work. Lord have mercy. He better not be around there playing James Brown on Black and I'm Proud, because they revoking all of his privileges. Give me something on the Hierophant. Yeah, his opportunities are literally about to take a nosedive, which he doesn't expect it. It's like he don't know where his next opportunities are about to come from with those powers that be and in court. So from here on out, um, he's flying in the dark. He has no idea how things are going to work out from here on out with him legally. Yes. See, he thought that he was going to free himself through his art, okay, and get the conversation going, that the vlogs were going to get out here and be like, oh, he's totally unrestricted. This is old school Jay-Z, battle rap Jay-Z, which we've never seen battle rap Jay-Z, but okay. But this is what he thought was going to happen. He thought this was going to be his Django Unchained moment, allegedly. Ten of Swords. Yeah, everybody sees this when it comes to business, people he work with, they see this as the ultimate backstab and betrayal. And they're going to bail on him because they're looking at him as toxic and chaotic, and they want to get as far away from him as possible. So if they were on the fence when it came to cutting him loose, between now and the spring of 2027, he's going to lose a lot more sponsorship and endorsements. And he can't blame this on Baby Girl or Busby. So if he talking about Busby cost him 120 million, well, he about to lose 3 to 4 times that between now and next spring. Whose fault is that going to be? Yeah. So this right here, Eight of Wands is saying that he was being swift, trying to be quick to the draw. I thought he said he was on the offense, but it looks like that the offense is dead. You got to transition this. We Yes, the Django Unchained. He thought this was gonna set him free. Yes, things are about to move very swiftly. He don't see it coming, and he's got, I gotta say allegedly and for entertainment purposes, he's got some accusations coming very, very soon that are going to have people clutching their imaginary damn pearls when it talks about the things that he does behind the scenes, like, things he may be into, kinks, you name it. And that flame is going to be, very significant as well, because this is going to be something that's going to be very well talked about when information comes out. Lord, 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 Lord. Who ran? Wait a minute. Whew. Three of Cups. Child, there's about to be plenty of gossip, but not the gossip that he wants. See, he celebrated. He just knew that he did his big one. Tower. He literally just unraveled himself. Look at that. The universe under the tower. This was the tower that was needed to literally completely destroy him. And there's things that he said, whether he knows it or not, that he spoke over his own life doing his so-called freestyle where he put a nail in his own coffin energetically. Not the first time, because I told y'all when he did that song with Kanye that was it, The Evils, that song where they took the sample from that um Cuban artist, that Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm gonna cast you away from here. I heard that and I said, this man cursed himself. The verse that he's reciting, he's referencing Psalms 37. When the wicked perish, the meek will inherit the land. He literally said, when I perish, the meek will inherit the land. So he pretty much did that again. Said, yes, him speaking about Dame in a Leah kind of way. Yeah. Said, will Diddy be helping in this downfall as he promised? Oh, I think Diddy is the one that's really about to kick off the Snitch Olympics. Speaking of Diddy, did y'all see that somebody has filed a lawsuit? They claim it's on Diddy's behalf, but this person has tagged over, I want to say over 50 people in the lawsuit, and he's got Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all of these people named in this lawsuit. Now, it could be that, it's a gag lawsuit. It could totally be some foolishness. But I thought that it was interesting when I saw it. I said, even if this is a gag lawsuit that somebody's just playing in court, I feel like that's a dog whistle. I feel like that's a warning. And we're going to see in the next 3 months if I'm accurate. Because if it's any energy behind that to warn him what's to come, that's that's letting him know it's over for you. Just thought I'd tap you on the shoulder and let you know it's your turn. You're up next. Said I saw it. I found his Instagram. He's a Looney Tune. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I thought somebody was loony as hell when I saw it last night. Yes, and Scorpios love a little warning, and Scorpios are very patient. They'll take a very long time to circle back around and bop you back. Oh, you thought I forgot? I don't care if it's 25 years later and you've moved on and we're adults. Getting my lick back. Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles. So he thought that he was going to lay a situation to rest when it comes to them being ostracized financially. But what he did was actually lay to rest his financial stability for future engagement. And y'all got to remember that Congress is calling for him to testify due to those files, and he has not responded. So think about how they're going to treat him when he goes before Congress to speak before a congressional hearing. And all that these people can remember is you stood up here with this wayward ass tumbleweed afro that looked like it was flammable, and you just kept calling white people crackers. How do y'all think that's about to go when he sits over there and has to sit in front of these very, very astute white people in these suits that are way more educated than him, that have the ability to crumble his whole existence with their legal power that's built into their jobs? If I was him, I'd be afraid to have a late library book right now. Say, yep, as a parent to a Scorpio child, yay, they got the T's and my dots of I's definitely will drag the fact that she was born in into the argument. Ooh wee, child. Listen, you got the Empress here, the Seven of Cups. He's trying to consider his options on how he should move forward. It's like he's confused. Now, the Empress card isn't just about a pregnant woman, it's about bringing things into fruition, giving birth to information. or types of energy. So, child, it looked like he's confused about how all of this is coming about. I don't know why everybody's upset. I just spoke from the perspective of a regular, everyday black man. So, what black man were you speaking about? We don't believe you. You need more people. Princess of Wands. Child, he's opened up a hell of a keg of nails. You got public humiliation that's coming for him. He should have went in a different direction, but now he's going to have people, like I said earlier, they're going to be checking their whole facts. They're going to go back to back in the day where it was saying, it was said, the rumors, the rumor mill was saying that you were down to the high school picking up teenagers. We're going to start seeing more people on TikTok and throughout the algorithm that are going to come with these. Oh, I remember back when. Yeah, me and such were in gym together. We had lunch together. Yeah, we used to stand outside of school together and wait for our ride. And I would be there with her every day when he picked her up. Oh, what was he driving? And there go all of the tea being spilled. And guess what's gonna happen? The feds are gonna say, "Oh, they said he was driving an Acura Legend." Go back to the DMV records and see what he was driving this year. Did he have an Acura Legend that he? Well, I'll be damned. Look at that. How long did he have this vehicle? Let's look at all the times he went through all the different tolls. Oh, there you go. Is that the miner in the car with you going across the toll bridge? Hmm. Prince of Pentacles. This is definitely about to slow down a lot of his money. Once again, there's the adjustment. I told y'all the adjustment is going to be financial, and it's the people who give the opportunities are the ones stalling him out on purpose, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Eight of Cups. Yeah, people are going to walk away from him and walk away from sponsoring him. And it's like, it feels like they need money bad. The Afro is saying that, don't be surprised if he come dressed like one of those children from Fat Albert in the game and he take that hat off from on top of that Afro. And it's like, excuse me, if you could help me too, for 35 cents a day, you can help Busby stay away. Can you please help for my legal defense fund against this white man that is bullying me? Because I really ain't got it allegedly, but buy my album and then donate to my freedom fund. And I'm going to be my first victim. Where is my son and Tamika Mallory? Where y'all at? Because I know they got to be on aisle 6 somewhere with a mop trying to figure out how they going to clean this up. They always show up to say something on behalf of Pebble Nation. Can anybody find them? Because they are really quiet right now. And when you find them, see how Googly Eyes is doing. Because, I mean, was she one of those white folks he was talking about? Oh, you say they in a Black Lives investigation. Oh, okay. So the Afro is saying that, we're going to get more scandals about him and, how he get around or how he used to get around, allegedly. And child, he going to feel betrayed because we're about to get the real tea about, how he used to pick his girlfriends up by the jungle gyms, allegedly. Mm-hmm. You said they get quiet when they are involved. Ooh, child. Yep. Money about to dry up. Public humiliation, shame, and scrutiny. Child, what's that song y'all used to have over there? Watching your life go down. Watching your life go down. This is down, down. No money, shame, humiliation, regret. And literally, this comes after the Eight of Swords in reverse, where the Afro said, I'm not going to jail with you. You got me messed up. Mm-hmm. Now we gonna part ways before you go in there. I don't know what you gonna do, but I ain't going. He finally responded, but they said he's unbothered. That ain't what this table said. They said he crying in the shower behind the scenes, allegedly. So he could say he's unbothered all he want to, but when y'all get a free moment, go look up that Angie Martinez interview he did after Ether came out, where Angie asked him, was he okay? Because it sounded like he was about to start crying. That one. That one. Like, you okay? You good? I mean, I'm good. I mean, you know, he did have to do me like that. Yes. Yes. Go back and find that one. That's the energy that the Afro is saying he's in right now. For those of y'all that remember that interview, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this. The universe and the high priestess. He don't know what to expect from here. He don't know what to expect from here. Child, look at Miss Benny. She said, you said what about who? Oh, okay. So I haven't seen that one. They probably somebody probably still has the recording up where you can hear the audio. But child, it sounded like he was about to just lose it. He was fighting back tears. Uh-huh. So, you know, somebody activate good times because, child, you took a gamble and it led to public humiliation and regret. Now, I want y'all to pay attention a little closer, okay? This is an inverted star, which means as below, so above. So, he has literally stepped into something that is toxic that he can't avoid, that he can't get out of, being in this lower vibrational energy. Anytime you see that pointing down, that's that downstairs energy. But it backfired. It's not working on him anymore. And remember, I told y'all this Queen of Cups is about to be really, really, really relevant in this downfall. And he knows it. Oh, shoot. Yeah, he did not get his wish fulfillment. He got rejected by the people that he thought that he was speaking to. So I want y'all to pay attention to the narrative of a lot of these social media people, especially the very, very popular reactors, because the popular reactors are the ones that they're going to lean on to turn the narrative for the next generation. This is going to drag on for a moment. He just knew this was going to bring, you know, finance, fame, it was going to put him back on top, controversy sales. Um, he invested a lot into this, thinking that he was going to get a big return on this, but he didn't expect for people to turn away from him, to not accept this. Gemini and the Hermit, y'all, listen. So if I got to look at this as a time period, Gemini season we're in right now, okay? The Hermit represents Virgo. So between now to September, child, he going to be catching hell. Tower to his fortune. And that falls on top of the damn jail card. The devil and the Knight of Cups. Look at who you took this offer from. Made a deal with the devil. It's no longer paying off. Devil coming back to collect. We're about to find out about your collaborations and lust, allegedly. And that's going to make you literally lose everything. And lust is not just about carnal things. You can lust after money. You can lust after power. You can lust after notoriety. But whatever it is that he lust after, where he allowed his lower nature to take control, this is what's going to destroy him. He couldn't control whatever this lust is. Said he really thought he ate with that draft freestyle. Child, it was ashy. Said I heard the song Game Over, Flip. You done took it back. Said I just listened to the Angie Martinez interview. That man couldn't get his words out his lips. Come on now. I will never forget it. It's like hearing it yesterday, like I just heard it. She literally had to break character, like, you okay? Ooh, child. He was not okay. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Child, they confused. They don't know what they gonna do. And now he's about to get his wife out here. Like, get out there and tap dance. Make the people love us again, allegedly. That's what the Afro is saying. It's always worked before. Go out there and distract them for the family. He knows more so now than ever. He needs to continue to collaborate with her for things to work. Yeah, I heard about him allegedly running down on Dame with 20 goons. Um, I say go ahead and keep crashing out. If that is true, all of that is going to end up in a dossier. And now you're going to make it to where, if that actually happened, you're going to make it to where Dame is going to be protected by the same people that you don't want him to talk to. Said Nikki has been waiting since the Queen album when she found out how much he has been done behind the scenes. Well, they're over there scrambling, trying to consider their options on what to do. And he's confused because it's like I've had it on lock forever, for eons. This is all new. Y'all, Gemini to Virgo season is literally going to tear them up. He's gonna try to work as much as he can, and he's gonna work this angle with the black love. Me and my wife love, love, love each other. We dripping with syrup and love, and they're really going to push this marriage to try to pull them out of this PR nightmare. Um, but I don't see that happening. It's going to be more legal troubles. Um, and it's like he's looking at all this time he's been able to get people to contribute to him, to give him money. That's not working now either. Says she about to do a tan and darker blonde unit. So I just realized he dissed Tony Busby on stage too. I told you Busby is like he's sitting off to the side, like, oh yes, we gonna use this in court. Yes, we are. Whoo we said he mentioned God when he knows that he don't believe in him. Well, no, 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 baby. Listen, you got to understand his God and your God might not be the same God. Y'all got to get out of this Christian way of looking at things where you look at I am that I am is all that there is. Even in the Bible, it tells you, I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the King of all kings, the Lord of all lords, the God of all gods. So, what God is he referring to? Now, the card down here shows an inverted star, which means as below, so above. So, who is his God? We can't assume that he's talking about the Alpha and Omega, I am that I am. We don't know what God he's talking about. His God could be money. His God could be, an arch demon. We don't know which one he's talking to. This is a supporter of Aleister Crowley. Let's not forget. We don't know what God he's talking about. We just assume when we see a black man, because most of us were raised in Christian religious households or had grandmothers that were very strict and kept a Bible on the table, that he has that black experience. He does not. This man, when he did the evil song that I just referenced earlier, he literally said he never read a Bible a day in his life. He didn't even know that he was quoting from Psalms 37. So his God is not our God, because if his God was the Alpha and the Omega, he would have never named himself Hova. He's been blasphemous throughout his whole career. So I tell you what, though, whatever God he talking to ain't talking to him, because it looked like his power got cut off. Yeah, he thinks he's just gonna be able to get out of this toxic, chaotic situation, avoid having to deal with these secrets. He's working on trying to preserve his money, um, but look like he need money. And remember what I told y'all, he's gonna use his marriage and the image of him and Bay to get people to give to them. But people are they're waking up. It's like folks are over it. He thought he was gonna be able to move on with these secrets, but child, Gemini season all the way up into the fall is dragging him by his dry ass edges. Yeah, see, the marriage, I gotta say allegedly and for entertainment purposes, but the marriage is a business contract. They present love and soulmate energy as a part of the business model. This is a contract, not a contract before the Most High that represents love and affection and authority. Okay, we go. This is all business. Sadly, Bay is stuck in this. This is my soulmate. This is the love of my life. What am I going to do without you? I can't live without you type energy. But everything with him is strictly business. Yep. So behind the scenes, the Afro is saying that he has deep anxiety, worries, sleepless nights on how they're going to move forward. Um, so he could say he's unbothered, he's unscathed, but that's that's not what this table is saying. Yeah, he's got to make adjustments to preserve the money and the business. The truth is going to come out about his marriage, the business, everything. Yeah. They thought they were going to move forward. They were going to be able to get out of this situation. That was the wish fulfillment. Now they're confused on how to move forward. Um, yeah, they got to make adjustments. And boom, remember I told you this Queen of Cups is that's the coup de grace. That he don't expect that one to happen. It's like I need you to stay quiet and to never say anything, because it's like she is definitely somebody who could alter his life for good forever. So yeah, he's gonna lean on love, black excellence. Um, I love my people. I'm so happy to be black. I wake up just to see if I'm blacker. He's gonna do all of that, allegedly, according to what the Afro is saying. She's coming. Her truth is coming with him. Said Bubba Dragon, I remember. And yes, it's time for Solange to activate now. No, it's time for Solange to go sit her ass down. She was already down by the lake, down by the river, taking horses to drink. She she need to go sit down. Prince of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Who y'all? They're going to storm this man's properties, his homes. He pissed off the type of people that are going to get him raided. And they're going to go off into talking about strange and weird things that are possibly done at big houses. The Chariot, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, he's so selfish and self-serving that if he could, he would run off and leave everybody in the family to be by himself. But the reason why he can't is because his wife is the one that holds the purse straps, allegedly. It's her money that's keeping this operation going. So he can't take off and leave her and run off and have her in the dust because, if he run off and he leaves her, um, he gonna be out there panhandling allegedly. So let me clear off this table. Y'all, he's played himself for the last time. This was from here on out when y'all play it, somebody put some saxophones in the background, play a swan song, remix song cry, because he definitely about to be damn crying. He set himself up for a horrible downfall with this. You said, yep, you said it'll be her against him and she could end up, yep. Mm-hmm. The only reason why she not is he ain't figured out how to transfer stuff to himself without looking crazy. But don't think he ain't thinking, allegedly. So I'm gonna pull another hold on. I'm gonna pull another deck because I want to see how the people that he mentioned feel about his so-called freestyle. I already know the Tony Busby energy is about to be hilarious. This is when I tell you the arrogance of it is the craziest part because it's like he knows that he screwed himself, but he's too proud to admit it. And he's just gonna keep on and keep on and keep on going out here getting on people's nerves until he finally crashes out for the last time. Let's see. All righty. So let's see how the people that he talked about during his alleged freestyle felt about what he was saying. Show me, show me how these people feel behind the scenes. Ooh, played himself as an understatement. Romantic affair, fake smiles. So when you got fake smiles here and this person is posing, it's like, okay, so you're pandering, trying to put a love spell over the people. They're watching the people and they're like, okay, we see the people are moving on for you. Thank you. Next. So it they see that his appeal is not working the way that it used to. They're reflecting over it and looking what they're saying, like, oh, so you popping it, right? You talking shit. Okay. Moving and giving money. So they're going to be somebody behind the scenes knows that he needs money for one, and for two, they're watching his movements. It's like, I know that you're about to try to like scale down in some kind of way, ignoring and hustling. So it definitely didn't hit the way he thought it did. They paid him attention, but they're not going to help him make money in this algorithm. It's almost like they're giving it a minute. They're letting him have his moment. They're going to let it die down and then they're going to turn that energy on him behind the scenes. So, uh-oh, wait a minute. Girl fight. Rejected, moving on, looking you up. So it's like people are looking at this like, okay, you did this on purpose to get social media riled up. Um, he's gonna get the fight that he wants. But here's the funny part. His problem is gonna come through female energy. Women are gonna tear his ass up for the next year. So if you think about Nikki, Nikki ain't the only one. You got to remember Busby just hired a female attorney. Women are about to be his Achilles heel. They're going to let women mollywop him and drag him. And see, here's the thing. Can't nobody say that it's going too far, it's going too low, because he set the bar in hell. Okay? You started this um, talking about someone being on that stuff and talking about their child and thinking that you was just going to slide. So it's like now everybody's waiting for people to come for you. They're waiting for the jump off. This is Sparta at this point. You think what Drake did to you mattered? Like, baby, Drake barely pinched you. They're about to roast you over the coals. Hooked child services. Um, he's got some information that he didn't expect at all that's about to be investigated, that's about to come out. He said, and then his final chess move is making a Christian grown album with Christian before jail. I don't think he's gonna be able to pull a Snoop Dogg and pull out a Christian album. I mean, I wouldn't put it past the desperation of it. Oh my God. Should lightning might strike the set if he played them type of games. And he better not put himself on the cross and try to tell us he's the passion of the Christ and Jesus was black and he being persecuted like every black man. Like you bet not. Dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. Y'all listen, when I say he's about to assemble some very strange relationships because of what he just did, he's going to have people affiliated with each other that are from total different walks of life, that don't listen to hip hop, that don't go here, don't go there. They're all about to be on his ass. So all Nikki got to say is bring out the sun and you're hiding. Child, she ain't got to say that. All of the damn internet brought out the sun last night. Ooh, yes, Voltron is activating. I got to go find my Voltron shirt or get me another one. Karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tensions, secret competitions. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So now it's getting to the point that where even the industry people that he's throughout the years felt like he's had his thumb on or had relationships with, He can't trust going back to those friends either. You said all the sons, the oldest and the youngest. Oops. Ooh wee. Caught a case. Uh, oops, sexual infection, sexual disease, rash. Remember, I told y'all that flaming wand is going to be a topic, allegedly. Forcer. He's got some heavy accusations about to come out. Ooh, some heavy accusations about to come out. And I don't think he's going to be able to escape these accusations. So, this is what he's giving the public. He's unbothered. This is what he wants us to believe. So, he really mad at Nikki because he couldn't have a piece of her fortune. It should. Her fortune or her. It could be both. Shine. Your light irritates their demons. So, y'all, look at this man. Like this is what he gonna do. Y'all gonna see him more so on some Russell Simmons, out here trying to be a Buddhist for the week. So if he leans towards religion, it's going to be more like five percenters or Buddhist, something of that nature. So he wants us to think that he's moving in Zen, he's finding his power. You know, these people don't like him being a light bearer being. And it's like Sir Lucifer was a light bearer too. Some of us actually read that book that you claim you've never read in your life. Yeah, happiness haters hustling. So he's he wants to say that we hating on their success and their happiness, but at the same time, by the way, can y'all give us some money? Not asking the regular people for some money while talking about those people hating on you. Yeah, ignoring, forcer, move in silence. Child, he really don't know what to expect at this point. He's very nervous, and it's like he keeps trying to use, you know, um, strong arm tactics allegedly to get his upper hand on situations. But I'm telling you, the next year, from here on out to next fall, not this September, but like next September, October, nothing but problems with women back to back to back. Financial issues, legal issues, all of this back to back to back to back. This is about to be a mess. Child services, creativity. Now, that's interesting to see child services and creativity because it's like you could be possibly allegedly creating narratives to try to make child services go and look somebody up or check into somebody. And that also could be a narrative where they're trying to say that Nikki and her household is unsafe. Somebody needs to go over there and check on Papa Bear. They're all being investigated right now, Lorna. Want you back, okay? Hooked, want you back in their head in reverse. So he thought that he was going to, be able to flip the narrative. What the heck is going on? Okay, got several of them in here in reverse. There we go. Flip the narrative with the public, and people are just not for it. They're not riding for him the way that he thought they were going to. So hustling, same shit, different day. He thought that he was going to be able to go business as usual the way that he used to. Um, this was definitely calculated, but look at it. You called yourself playing chess, but scarcity tactic, impersonator. And this y'all literally they saying that this is the way Busby look at him. He look at him like he a wankster. You fake. You perpetrating the fraud. Ain't no real gangster in you. You out here trying to make it seem like you this oppressed black man. You are the oppressor, allegedly. threatening, intimidating, threatening, bothered. Okay? And this is how people are feeling behind the scenes. You out popping it, you talking shit because you're threatened, you're bothered, you're worried that you have caught a case or you're about to catch a case. Wolf in sheep clothing, queen rising. So this is the way that they're looking at the relationship now. Like this is him. People are looking at him as a wolf in sheep's clothing, and then here's his wife over here. And it's like people are going to be looking at her like, why are you still with this loser? Don't you see he's, this, that, and the other? But he's sticking with her so that he can use her to ascend in the public, allegedly. But the spirit team is saying that's a waste of time. It's not going to work. You burnt the candle on both ends. You there's no coming back from this. Speaking of burnt the candle on both ends, grudge holder, boss daddy, grudge holder. So he thinks that he has the upper authority, the upper hand to take these grudges out on people because of his position. Drama starter. People are not accepting his dirty offer, but they are digging for dirt to pull up information on him. So he's about to be outed at every chance people get. Oh, they're about to pull up all types of information on him. And when they do, here it is: bad reputation, ego. Your reputation precedes you. So these people are not going to come for him the way that he think that they're going to come for him. They're going to come for him with facts, moving, screenshots. Yeah, it's like there's some breadcrumbs that are going to lead back to the bakery, and it's all going to be his fault. It's things that he said or done that are connecting the dots. Stalker, okay, thief. So allegedly stalking people, and you're a thief, child. This is what people are starting to feel. He says he's unfazed, but how are you unfazed? And people was like, you ain't shit. You got to get out here and work. The public opinion matters when it's the public that you make your money off of. So it's now he's about to really go off the deep end because scarcity tactics means you got to do what you got to do. Why? Facing bankruptcy. So cyberbully, bankruptcy. Next, you're gonna be talking about only broke people talk shit about you, and no, no. So it's cock blocking, threaten to cock block people, clout hungry. But notice this is what a mouse, a rat, child. People are about to make bank outing him, outing him. They're going to get their clout and their money off of telling his stories. Now, remember, I told y'all the Snitch Olympics is going to look like podcasts. And in these podcasts, it's going to be people telling all these stories about back in the day when you used to be out there and you used to see him on the block and what you used to observe. Yep, played out, running. He's running from the idea that he no longer controls the masses. People are seeing him as lame, played out. His run is over. Hunted, bad habits, cyberbully. He didn't expect it to fall back on him by talking about addictions and talking about people, children, things like that, that this was going to actually backfire on him. This is bringing bad karma. He thought it was going to bring him a jackpot. The jackpot was literally bad karma. He said, help you do what? Bad reputation, cyberbully. Y'all, they're about to really unleash the Kraken on this man. And you're going to have people that are going to George Floyd, like, they're going to be like, where were you when things were happening to him, Mr. Average Black Man? Where are you when things are really happening in the community? Like, this is about to get real nasty. Obsessive lover, moving. Um, and that next to stalker is wild. Dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, and karmic. People are moving on from that. I told y'all, inside scoop. They're going to go back and comb over every word he said, and they're going to find the inside scoop on all of his past transgressions into you and creeping. Look at everybody watching him now. You know, an owl don't even sleep. They nocturnal when they can see things in the dark. It's when I say wasting time, y'all, we're about to get all types of stuff. They're gonna go back through Lipstick Alley and all types of old throwback tea, and they're gonna start figuring out what's true and what's not. This man was hyped up on the groupies, but it looks like groupies are going to turn into legal issues. And he's going to try to say the legal issues he has is because people are groupies, not because he actually did anything. But this is falling on top of bankrupt. You're about to lose everything, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, the owl Drake. Interesting. You got an offer here and it's falling on top of cock blocking. You're gonna have a lot of people talking about how he's blocked their career. And here it is, fishing for comments. They really are on the internet trying to see what everybody's talking about so that they can find a way to navigate and control the narrative. Ego, thief. See, his ego is what's about to rob him. His ego is going to be the thief of joy. You let your ego get in the way of everything. Love triangle, kissing ass. So this is not necessarily just about love. It's like, people that have worked in close proximity with him, now they all got to start making decisions. Yeah, Alex did get him. He whacked him, thief and impersonator. See, this is how he's going to go down in history. Dust it off. People are going to go back to you in the past. We're going to hear about all the lyrics you allegedly stole, money that you possibly stole, girlfriends you possibly stole, alleged substances when you're supposed to be selling substances that you might have stolen. Like, they're going to run him down with everything from, like, back when you were in the projects in the 80s all the way up until you built your empire. They're going to say that your empire was literally built on stolen bricks. And see, he's here like, oh, I'm too busy winning. But if you're so busy winning, why are you worried about fishing in the comments to see what people are saying? And then when people say stuff you don't like, they cyber bullies. Here go the legal issues coming. And he gonna say everybody bringing him legal issues are clout chasing and obsessed with him. But we're about to get the inside scoop behind all of these legal troubles coming up real soon. And this is what he's worried about. This is why they keep fishing for comments, trying to contour the way that they present themselves by what people are saying in social media. Clout hungry, broke ass. This is not gonna pay off. But it is going to pay off for all the people who you messed up their money throughout the years, messed up their careers, because now they all get to come forward and monetize their stories on platforms and tell about their life and experience with you. So here we go. We got literally kissing ass and fake flexing. So it's like now that you're running out of money, you got to align yourself different. And y'all been running around trying to get along with certain people for the last year. and it didn't pay off the way you wanted it to. So now you talking shit, but pretending like you're unfazed. So maybe the white people that he was talking about were the white people that you may have been trying to get to do business with you for the last 6 months to a year. And they all just kind of like laughed at you and allowed you to walk around knowing they wasn't going to do nothing with you. And now you're finally upset because you need that money. Your businesses are not businessing. And you can't take it out on us because you still need us to funnel some money into you. So, yeah. Was this a terrible decision? I believe so. I definitely believe so. And I think the ramifications of what he's done, he's not going to realize it right away, but when he does, he's going to finally understand that the public can't save him. The people you pissed off, they hold your life in their hands and they're about to ball you up. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here because I need to eat something right quick before I start working with a few clients today. But I had to come and do a tap in on this man since he got out here with this afro and decided he was gonna fight the power. Cause child, what the hell is wrong with you? What exactly is wrong with you? So I'm gonna be back tomorrow night for tarot class. Y'all meet me in tarot class because I want to go more in depth in tarot class and see more of what the karmic energy is that's going to come out of this. Um, and I want to dive more into his race relations in America and how he's going to try to make himself the poster child for being abused by the institution of whiteness and racial tension in America. Thank you, love. Heavenly Father, get us back to a tenfold. So yeah, we're gonna go off into this tomorrow night in tarot class. I will see y'all. I want to say 7 p.m. and let's tap in and see if the white people down to the bank that help him to sign off on these mortgages and his business loans, even the insurance company that is saying that they're not going to pay for settlement fees for Desiree allegedly. Let's see how those white people feel too, because it's about to be real interesting. We need to tap into him and Shandon, Moet Shandon, because I know they feel quite, you know, um, peeved. They allowed you to put your likeness to their champagne ace of spades. I wonder how those folks feel over there. So we're gonna go further tomorrow night. Like I said, I got to get me something to eat. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. And I am going to continue to watch the catastrophe that is Brother Man Carter as he delusionally tries to fight the powers that be, aka his karma. Till next time, y'all. Have a great day.